In this video, we're going to go over the best recovery strategies following exercise or really any kind of stress on the body. There are lots of really cool recovery tools and tactics out there, anything from ice baths to saunas to massage guns, vibrating foam rollers, all these great things. But we're going to talk about the ones that move the needle the most, those most important ones, heaviest hitters, lowest hanging fruit for you. So if you're looking for the best recovery strategies, we're going to be talking about the 4 best ones that you can start today to help you recover better. Hi, I'm Dr. Clay Sankey, owner and chiropractor here at TruMotion Therapy, and we specialize in the conservative management of musculoskeletal pain and injuries. And a lot of injuries come up because people simply aren't recovering properly. It is so important that our muscles, our bones, our tendons, and our nervous system can recover properly after exercise. If that doesn't happen, something's gonna fail and we're gonna be predisposed to injury. So the number one important thing for recovery is keeping an eye on your training schedule or your training plan. If you are doing too much too soon, or you're simply not allowing for rest days within the plan, you're gonna have a hard time recovering. This may seem incredibly obvious, but it's so common that people are simply just overtraining. They're doing all the right things outside of training, but their training plan is just too heavy for the physical condition that they are in. So make sure that your plan doesn't have you pushing beyond your limits. Number 2 is sleep. So sleep is where our body regenerates. It's where our nervous system regenerates. So we want to make sure that we're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And they've actually found that people who get 6 hours of sleep or less are far more likely to become injured. So we want to make sure we're getting enough sleep. Number 3, biggest tip for recovery is nutrition. So following exercise, we want to make sure that we are refueling our bodies with the things that it needs to repair and recover. So the biggest hitters for nutrition are going to be carbohydrates and protein. So following exercise, you want carbohydrates to replenish your glycogen stores within the muscles. These are the things that's going to help with endurance and allow those muscles to function properly. We also want to make sure we're getting enough protein for muscle regeneration. A lot of people fall short on their protein levels, and it's really important that we're hitting those protein levels. If you are an endurance runner, if you are a CrossFitter, if you do F3, if you're just pushing your body, you probably need to go out of your way to get more protein in your diet to make sure you're at least hitting the bare minimum of the protein that you need. You don't need to be a carnivore to be doing this. If you're a vegan, you can still get that protein in it. You just need to be a little bit more strategic on how you get it. And again, you need to be going out of your way to get enough protein. So carbohydrates, protein in the diet to help with recovery. Number 4 for recovering properly is making sure that your body is functioning well mechanically. If you have joint tightness, muscle tightness, or faulty movement patterns, you are naturally going to be putting more stress on the body when you're exercising, when you're competing. Okay? If you have tightness in your ankles, you might be putting more stress on your knees, thus predisposing yourself to knee injuries. So make sure that your body is functioning well mechanically. If you need help with that, that is what we specialize in. We can take you through movement screens pertaining to your sport, pertaining to your activity, to make sure that you're hitting these benchmarks that you need to be hitting so you're less likely to become it. So to summarize, our 4 tips for proper recovery are making sure you're not overtraining. Take a look at your training plan. Number 2, getting enough sleep. Number 3, proper nutrition, good balance of carbohydrates and protein. Number 4, making sure your body is functioning mechanically well. All the other little things, ice baths, saunas, supplementation, those things are all great, but if you don't have those 4 dialed in, those are just drops in the bucket and you're not going to be able to recover as well as you'd like. So put the emphasis in those 4, and then the other little things can be a great bonus along the way. If you're having any trouble with any of those 4, that's our bread and butter, and we would be happy to help you out. Please visit us online at TruMotionTherapy.com to learn more or to book an appointment.